Welcome to Flippin' Trinkets and Treasures. We are two Southern ladies on a journey to find new treasures. Every day is a new adventure and a chance to step into the past and learn about where we come from. To add to our growing collection of pretty things and make a few bucks along the way. This is our passion. It's how we make our living, and more important than anything, it's fun. So come along for the ride and we can travel our next adventure together. See you there. Hi everybody,
We're back.
long time no see. Welcome back to our channel. So, I don't know if anybody has even noticed that we've been gone, but we haven't had a video in over a week, and there are reasons for that. See, I had a little issue that happened Tuesday of last week. Grace, get out of there. Will you stop? What are you doing?
Being nosy.
Anyway, last Tuesday I had an episode with my health that caused me to be hospitalized for 4 days and 4 nights. It was called a hypertension crisis, and what that means is my blood pressure skyrocketed. And I never even knew I had blood pressure issues. When I went to I ended up having to have Mom take me to the ER on Tuesday because I was just feeling weird. Like I was having problems breathing, my chest was tight, I had like a burning sensation in my back. And of course my first thought is, I'm having a heart attack or there's something heart related going on here. But come to find out, I actually, after examining how things happened, I think I probably just had an anxiety or a panic attack. And it just made everything worse. So Mom took me to the ER. They admitted me because my blood pressure was over 200, which is bad. And I'm actually really lucky that I didn't stroke out. Like I said, I was admitted for 4 days and 4 nights while they tried to get my blood pressure under control because it just stayed there. Then they were trying all these different medicines, and there was nothing they were doing was bringing it down. I mean, they finally did, obviously, because I'm home now. But at one point, my blood pressure had gone up to 250, and they were asking me questions like, "Are you okay? Can you understand what we're saying? Are you dizzy? Are you blah 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 blah?" But I was what they would call asymptomatic, which means none of the usual symptoms of having that kind of high blood pressure were coming through because I was completely lucid. I didn't have any pain, any dizziness. I could get up and do
totally
things.
Functional.
Yeah, there was nothing that showed in my behaviors that I was having this issue, except for the fact that it was showing up on the monitors. So they got me on a temporary regimen of medications to keep my blood pressure at least somewhat manageable. It's not perfect, it's still pretty high right now, but it's at least where I can function for now until I can get to a general practitioner, which I have an appointment this week to go and get things really figured out. So that way I can take the time to have someone actually focus on me, and develop my medication plan. So for right now, I'm just taking some medicines that they gave me at the hospital and hoping that they kind of keep things in control until I can get a better, grasp on things. Also, I found out that I am type 2 diabetes, or I have type 2 diabetes. So they're also having to take care of my sugar, which in the grand scheme of things, my sugar is really not the problem right now because it's actually relatively decent. And it's really being controlled by the medicines. So I'm not too worried about that. I've taken myself off of sugar. I'm not drinking my favorite drink, my Mellow Yellow. I'm so depressed about that. But hey, just on a good Diet Dr. Pepper is awesome. It's pretty good. And then so while I was gone, Mom was taking care of everything in the business, and it's just the videos were not a priority, aside from making sure that the business still functioned. Things got shipped when they were supposed to, and bless her heart, this was a week we actually sold a lot of stuff, and she had to do it all by herself.
Like we've said before, this is not a one-man show. It's that I was pushed in between trying to be with her in the hospital and coming home and taking care of our animals and taking care of the business and stuff. It was It was rough.
And she wore herself out, and actually hurt herself.
I hurt myself too. I had my moment this past week as well. And basically what happened was I was taking a big, it was raining that day. So when we schedule a pickup from the post office to get our packages, I set them out back, in the back, behind the back door. Well, I had them in a garbage bag so they wouldn't get wet while I was gone until the postal person could come and pick them up. Well, I had that bag in one hand, Jennifer's purse and a bag of clothes for her in the other, and I was going down our steps, and it was in a hurry and wasn't paying attention, and my feet went out from under me and I rolled down those steps. And thankfully, other than just feeling like I've been hit by a truck or in an accident, everything was fine. I could tell when I hit the bottom that I hadn't broken anything, but I've got some really nasty bruises.
They're not pretty. And they're getting worse all the time. Bless her heart. Cause when she showed up to the hospital, she was like, "Oh, walking stiff."
And I was just so upset because I was already running late. So I had to go back in the house and change my clothes because when I hit the bottom, hit the ground, I just fell right out in all the mud and rain and I was disgusting.
So she had to go change. But she came back and saw me. And she's had to deal with that like all week. And I mean, I think it's better, but she's still really sore. Like there's certain, like her butt is like probably the worst part.
My left butt cheek and my left thigh.
She can't lay a certain way on the couch or, things like that. She can sit just fine, but having to like lean on that part is just, no. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. And I'm still recuperating. Mom's still recuperating. But we managed to go to the Goodwill yesterday.
Well, let's back up just a minute.
Okay.
I do want to say this, and I've got to give credit where credit is due. And that is the fact that in both of our situations, it could have been a whole lot worse. With her blood pressure being what it was, a lot of other people probably would have already had a stroke. Mm-hmm. And, she never has felt like she had a blood pressure. I mean, she'd never felt bad like that. And going to the hospital and getting it all checked out, she found out things that she didn't know about. Mm-hmm. And so it was a blessing in disguise. I mean, it's a miserable process getting poked and prodded and being afraid of the unknown and what the outcomes were going to be. But overall, when we look back at it, we realize that God had protected her all this time and was watching out for her. And He He allowed the situation to play the way it did for her benefit.
Yeah.
And the same thing with me. With me being on blood thinners and the bruisings that I had, I could have very well have bled out. I could have broke my neck. I could have, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
But I was still watched out for. I was still taken care of. And, I just want to say God is awesome.
Yeah. And we were super blessed because, like she said, this could have been so much worse. Mm-hmm. And I still have a long way to go, but I wouldn't, here's the thing. One of the nurses was talking about how that, I'm still relatively young. I'm 38 years old, which, okay, some people are like, that's old. But in the grand scheme of things and the way that health works, if I wouldn't have found out now about this, there's a whole lot of things that could have gone wrong further in the future that would not have had as positive of an outcome.
Well, just the fact, too, that her blood sugar, being in a hypertensive crisis is dangerous in that it can cause a stroke. Mm-hmm. But depending on how long you're in that, it can damage your body organs.
Yeah.
And they ran test after test after test. And everything else other than her blood pressure and her diabetes was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just, it's been...
Moral of the story?
God is good all the time.
Other than that one. Don't wait until you have a crisis to go and do regular Yes, I was in a hurry to get to my daughter. But you should never be in such a hurry
That you put yourself in danger.
that you put, yes.
But we're back for now, and we're excited to be here. I mean, honestly, when I was in the hospital, it was like I was in a time warp to where nothing kind of existed outside of that hospital room. I didn't think about anything. Like, I mean, I thought about it like offhand, but I didn't think about shopping. I didn't think about videos. I didn't think about hardly any of the stuff. And then once I got out, I was like, ooh, let's go shopping. I'm like, I haven't been here forever. Because it felt like a lifetime that I was in there.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday, I actually had to go back to the hospital, to their pharmacy to pick up my medicine yesterday. And of course, that was in Hopkinsville. So Mom and I decided, well, let's go to the Goodwill, because it's been a while. And so we did, and it was like the best. It's like they waited for us. Like they were like
saving up.
Sharon and Jennifer are coming back today. And we had the most amazing day at the
fun.
Goodwill.
It was
like
so much fun.
Every few feet. Oh, Mom, get this. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh my God.
We would clear off the end aisles of the
It was-
shelves. And Jennifer's so cute. She'd say, she'd whisper and she'd go, Mom. Yes.
I was so excited. Because there were things that were there that I was just like, oh my God. And it was like cheap. So okay, I will tell you this. Hi. We're not far from Fort Campbell, so that's a helicopter if you can hear it. Anyway, we ended up counting everything that we bought. Now, some of the stuff is in sets, and we'll explain that later, but we ended up with 82 pieces, like all together. And I think we spent $145 for those 82 pieces. So when you
cost average it
ends up being $1.76 per item. I mean, come on. And some of this stuff is like really good. I mean, it's super exciting.
Mm-hmm.
To find that many things and for that price. And I know $144 sounds like a lot of money, but it's really not in again, I keep saying the grand scheme of things, but that's like the best word for it.
It is.
It plays out, and it evens out.
Mm-hmm.
And then some. Let's see.
Let's get into it.
Yeah.
Enough preaching.
Okay. Well, some of these are the same, aren't they?
I don't know how to.
Did you take a picture with that sticker on?
I didn't take pictures of these.
Okay, cool.
Only what was in that box right there.
Oh, that box.
Yeah.
Okay, well, cool. That's fine. I'm gonna hand you the paper. Now, I apologize for all the paper, but with everything that we got, it was all very, very, very breakable. And they didn't have any paper at the store yesterday, so when we got home and we were looking at everything, I wanted to make sure that everything was wrapped. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, it's all very breakable. But the first thing we found, actually this was one of the first things we found. It is a set of Nora. Well, first off, let me say I have a suspicion that I think this was an estate that had been donated to the Goodwill, because it was a lot of the same brand all over the store. And it was old and like well taken care of. Like it's like it was stored in a china cabinet or something. Mm-hmm. And there's so much of it that it just had to. Someone was getting rid of everything in their kitchen and stuff like that. So I think someone probably passed away and their family donated a lot of the stuff to the Goodwill, which I would have sold it, but okay. But anyway, so one of the first things we found is this Noritake. You can see that. Yep. It's a Noritake. And it still doesn't say what style it is. But it's like, what kind of flower do you think that is?
Oh no, I gotta get my glasses.
But this is the China pattern. It's this white floral pattern. And like a garland around the edges here.
Dogwood. It looks like a dogwood. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that actually makes sense. So I think Mom says she thinks it's a dogwood flower. Now these, we got a set of four of these dinner plates, and they were $1.79 a piece. But they're beautiful, and they also have like a gold rim around the edges. Okay, that's another one. So that's four of those. Okay. And then there's some good stuff in here, I'm telling you. Of course, Mom found this, and it was in the Christmas section. And it's a white glass. No, it doesn't have any markings or anything as far as like a signature.
That we found yet.
But it's a Christmas tree in the middle, and like holly or around the edges here. I don't know how much you can see. Hello, hi.
But it's good quality glass. And
it's a nice little platter. Again, this was $1.79 too. So I mean, we were super happy with that, and that'll sell pretty decent. Because we're heading into the Christmas season. It's November.
And it's a reversed etching. So the etching being on the inside,
it's on the other side.
It's been etched from the outside.
Then, so this is where I got excited. Because at one point, we already gone through most of the aisles, and I was on this end cap. And there was a whole dinner set of another type of Noritake. Now this one I paid up for. I mean, I did. It was $10. However, it's this serving tray. Put it in front of my mom's face. It's a serving tray, and the age on it is insane. And again, it still doesn't say what like style it is, and it needs some cleaning. Didn't notice that, but it's amazing, and it's 100% an older pattern. I actually suspect, based off some of the research I've done on some of the other pieces in this set, I think it's from around the 1930s and 1940s. Because that's where a lot of the this style pattern was. And it just looks old. It's just amazing. But, of course, it's got gold trim up here. And all along the outer rim on each side. Oh, but it's like, I mean, there are some, like, knife scores in the bottom, but you don't have this stuff and not have used it at some point, you know. So this is probably like some kind of turkey dinner, you know, that someone had carved on.
Big roast.
Yeah, but aside from that, the colors, I really feel like whoever owned this kept it up so that it wasn't like damaged or anything. It was in someplace safe. That, I mean, it's just, oh, it's amazing. Now, a lot of the other pieces are in another box, but I want to go through this one real quick. Wait, do you want to go through this one yet? Let's go through this one because...
Let's go ahead and, we started these. Let's go ahead and finish these.
Okay, so... but this is all the good stuff. We're getting to all the good stuff first. Then there was this. This is what I saw first, and I was like, oh, God. And it's a soup tureen in that same style. Gold rimmed like handles. Now a little bit of the gold is coming off of the handle, just a smidgen.
Not much. But
not much at all. And of course there's the lid. And the bottom that says Noritake. Is that upside down? No, that's good. Noritake. I'm so excited about this. Because the soup tureens actually sell for a decent price. I mean, I know that in general. But considering how old it is, and these are so delicate, like, I mean, they have weight to them.
It's very fine porcelain.
Yes. And the painting on them is just, it's still vibrant and beautiful, and the colors are just great. From what I've seen of a lot of the soup tureens in the Noritake, they sell for about $30 to $35. And this could go for even more than that. I just haven't quite figured that out yet. But it's going to be a pretty profit on that. Now, we paid up for that one, too. That one was $8. But... when you can make $30 to $35 on just a general Noritake soup tureen, that's, I mean, that's not bad. Okay, let's see. Okay, now this is that other style of Noritake, and it's bowls with the dogwood blossom in the middle.
We got 4 of those.
We got 4 of these too, and again, $1.79 a piece. So those are in great condition. Hold on. One more. Okay. Double these. I think I doubled these. I did.
Are they the bread plates?
Yeah. Now, again, these are the same style as the dogwood style, but they're in like a dessert or bread plate. Another 4 of these. Again, $1.79 a piece. All right, and then back to that older design of Nortaki. We have the gravy bowl with a platter, and remember they're together. Nortaki's the only one I've ever seen. I'm sure there probably are others, but it's amazing to me that Nortaki keeps them attached. But yeah, it's a gravy bowl. Really beautiful decorations. The same color on the rim, and there's the entire outside of the rim is gold. And I'm pretty sure it's like a gold. It's not just like a paint. Like, I mean, it is paint, but it literally has actual gold in it. Oh, sorry. And then we have a serving bowl in that same design.
Can you imagine sitting down to dinner, a formal dinner setting, with all these pieces on the table? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Ooh, this one has a number on it. What does that say? U.S. Let me see this. Oh, there's a name there too. Chilvonia?
Let me go get that. Wait.
That's
Excuse me,
interesting.
just a minute.
That's helpful actually right there, because I've been trying to search for these on eBay or even Google Lens, and I could never find the exact pattern that I was searching for, because normally Nortaki has, which I'll show you here, down here on the bottom here, there's a name, or like the style, and then below that, here you go. Hold on. Okay, so it says Nortaki, and it's the M, Japan 6003, and it says Chavonia, which is the name of the design, and then it gives you a U.S. design patent 117819. So
awesome.
That's going to be helpful right there. That's going to let us know what this other design, because this matches those.
That's awesome.
I wonder why they don't put it on all the pieces. It's so weird. But yeah, so now we can know what to search for.
Yes. How old are you?
I think this is the other set.
The others.
Okay, so we got like 3 different. Okay, we got 1 set of dishes, or 2 sets of dishes, and according to the other Nortaki. But this is another set of dishes that we found, but
I have a special feeling for. I love them. A lot of people don't care for this brand, but I do, and especially when it's made in the United States.
Which this one is. Okay, so they're these white with gold rim and gold interior here. These are saucers, but they are Lennox, and they're made in the USA. The thing is with Lennox has been made in both the USA and in China, and most of the time the ones that are made in China, there's nothing wrong with them. They're still beautiful, but they're not worth as much. And I prefer the ones that are made in the USA because they just look more quality. They're very classy and elegant looking, and they're,
what's the word, Jennifer, I'm looking for? They're very hardy.
yeah, I mean they're not heavy duty, but they're gorgeous.
And
absolutely beautiful.
The paint, the glazes on them,
They shine.
they shine, but they stay. They don't wear off.
And I kind of have the feeling, I don't think these were ever used. Like, because there's no scratching. They're still just as,
When we were looking at them separately, there were some pieces of foam.
styrofoam.
Yeah, in there. And so it was like they were being stored, and then Goodwill just started separating them. Was that all of them?
I think so.
Okay.
Unless that's one. I don't know what that is, but and those are like saucers. But then there are, that's the single, right? Yeah. We found bowls to go with it, and they have just as much of a gold rim as the others. Oh, hold on. Yeah, and they're Lennox as well. All in the same set. And again, I'm telling you, like, there is literally no scratching. As if they were, I mean, they could never, I mean, even in the most basic general of uses when you're using your plates and stuff, there are little scratches that your utensils make on, like, just our, like, even the stuff that we use, like our plates and stuff. You can't get away from it. But these are, like, the glaze, are, you know, the paint on them is just perfect. Okay, let me pause this and restart it, because this is probably going to be a longer video, just simply because of our first chat and everything, but I'll be right back. Ta-da! Okay. And again, here's some more, but it's a different... Oh, they're the same. Oh, they're just more of the saucers. Okay.
Oh, they're actually the coffee saucers.
Yeah. That. I guess those are more bowls. Yeah. Those are more of the bowls. Oh, and I suspect now with these, with the saucers, we got 8. What is 6?
It was 6.
6. Sorry, 6. There were 6 of them. The bowls we only had 4. They had 5, but we didn't want an odd number, so we just got 4. And that's okay, because we usually try to sell by 4s. 4s or 2s, even numbers.
So we'll probably do this.
This is going to go with the saucers.
Since we have 6 cups and 6 coffee saucers, we'll do 4 and 2.
Look at that gold handle and that rim. And again with the Lennox.
I wonder what coffee would taste like out of that. I wouldn't dare try it, though, because I don't want to be the first one to use it.
But this cup, the way it's shaped, it reminds me of the teacup in Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
like little chip. That's so cute. But anyway, I love them. They're just gorgeous. And these were $1.79 a piece too. And like she said, we'll probably do a set of 4 and a set of 2 of those. I'm gonna set these here. So these are all the coffee cups. We're running out of space in that one. Four, 5, 6. Okay. Now, on another one of the end stands, I mean, I'm telling you, they were just putting them out left and right, all over the end stands.
And as soon as they would put them out, we would grab them.
Yep. I suspect these are crystal. I can't prove them because they're not marked or anything. But I found these tumblers.
I think they're crystal darks.
And they have a gold rim.
She's snoring. My little dog, Lulu, is snoring.
But anyway, that's so cute. They have like a diamond pattern on the bottom here. And like I said, the gold rim. And we got a set of 4 of those. I'll just sit them right here.
Well, Annie, go ahead and that's on your one. It looks like it's stuff more than what it is. It's just
well, let me give you the coffee cups.
Yeah. And then I'll grab another box.
Well, I can put these up here and hand you this one.
Alright.
I'll put all the rest of this stuff up here. And the coffee. Alright. Give me just a second.
Of course, Jennifer will do all the photographing of all of our items. And then it falls on me to edit the photographs and then do some rough drafts on each one of those items. In preparation of listing.
Here we go.
So we still have quite a bit of work ahead of us.
Yeah. Oh. There's a glass. They don't ever get wrapped the same way I wrapped them the first time. Hold the glass. Yeah, I'm going to one of the glasses. And then, this one. Hold this for a second. Okay, but in that same pattern, that same brand, or whatever it is, there's also... Actually, I'm going to give you these real quick. Excuse me.
Oh, I just love those.
Look at that sparkle. Oh, they're so
And a
pretty.
candlelight dinner. Can you imagine the colors?
Wine? That would look great with wine in it. But anyway, of course, these were $1.79 too. But they're just beautiful. And again, I feel like it comes from the same place. Because they're pristine. Like, they're beautiful. Oh, I love them.
What's that one over there?
I'll get to it. Give me a second.
Okay.
Mother?
What's that? Oh.
Okay. And this is... Now we're getting into the... I mean, there's still great stuff we've got in here, but it's the lesser of the great stuff. That stuff is what was awesome, amazing. But I found this wood-carved lion. Now, I think he's kind of animated looking, like, or cartoonish. But I love anything that's made of wood, that's visibly, like, carved. And you can see the wood grains and the place where the whatever they used worked. There's no marking or anything. But I just loved it. And it actually kind of reminds me, and Mom said the same thing, of the Artesania Recanata, which is, was it Kenya?
Yeah.
Or, no, it's not Kenya. I forget where it is, but they do wood carving animals. And this isn't that, but it's very similar, and especially the texture of the mane. But I thought that was really neat, and it was.
I think I'm gonna leave him out so I can work on him.
Okay, and it was only 99 cents. Right. Then, Mom found a whole basket. Now this was all taped up of Christmas ornaments, but they're really cute.
We got them for $4.
$4 for a whole basket. And it's like Santa. I love them.
And I'm probably going to pair these up instead of selling each one individually. Oh, I love that one too.
I do too. Hello, people. Merry Christmas. I'm gonna go through these kind of fast. Another Santa. I like that one. Hold on.
An old world
Santa. He's taller and skinnier.
So that one, I think that one's just a figurine, isn't it?
Is it a figurine? No, it's...
Is that a hole? Or is that where the,
Oh. I guess it is just a figurine. It might just be a chip. We may have to keep that one and just put it over in our other decorations.
Let's do that.
We'll keep that one.
Oh, it's so sad that we have to keep it.
Right. And this Santa, I don't know, he doesn't look angry, but he's not very happy.
You know how hard he works.
Okay, hold on. Do those separate. And then, okay, this isn't a Santa, but it's a snowman.
Is he crackled too?
Yeah, he's crackled. A lot of people like that style. Look where like right in there, see all the lines and cracks there. It's just part of the glazing.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's
then
intentional.
These two will probably go together.
I like those. I think they're cute.
I like them too. I like Santa in general.
I do too. There are some people who say, well, he's not real, and they really don't care to get into Santa stuff. But to me,
what he stands for.
It's not, yes, it's what he stands for. And that is, you know, the
spirit of Christmas.
Giving and loving and...
Watch the Polar Express, people. It explains everything. The spirit of Christmas lives inside you.
Cute.
Yeah. But then there's these last two, and these are like patriotic Santas. We've got the patriotic flag, the American flag, and he's wearing like stars and stripes in his pants. And then another patriotic Santa.
Isn't that neat?
Now these, I am 100% sure they are vintage.
I love those.
I do too.
I don't think I've ever... This is the first time I've ever seen Santa ornaments with the American flag.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Statue of Liberty. Very patriotic.
Yep. All right. Moving on to our last box. Here we go. Now this is, did you say it was silver?
Pewter.
Pewter. Oh, this was pewter. Okay. Oh, I see it right there. It says pewter.
I think it's Wilton.
But it's a pewter plate that is like Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Maine, and Connecticut, New Hampshire.
It's the
USS Constitution. What? Something? Boston?
Yeah. It's a commemorative plate of the USS
1993.
Constitution ship.
Yep. Right there. But it's heavy. But there's, I mean, sometimes the collector's plates are not worth a whole lot, but these are not. I mean, they actually sell, I would say, probably between $14 and $20 for that. And then
I just love
another
that.
Santa.
And I didn't realize when we bought it, but it's actually got Silver Company on it. What it's called.
So it's actually silver?
Yeah.
This is actually silver. And it's a, I don't know if you can see, I don't know, tilt him. There you go. There's Santa. It's a silver Santa plate.
It can be a candy dish. It can be a trinket dish. It can be,
It's the back.
you know, anything like
You
that.
can't see it, but there's a marking up here that talks about the company and the silver that they use. So that's pretty awesome. You know, we could probably polish that up a little bit with that, what's it called? What is that called? Brasso?
Reselling.
Brazil. I was like, no.
No, we're not going to Brazil, Jennifer.
Okay, and then Mom found these. These are these partly silver too, or silver coated?
They are
Tarnish resistant.
silver plated.
Silver plate. You know, these are what's it called?
Trivets.
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 And they can either, they're wreaths, and they can either just be set on a table or something because they've got these knobs.
You see those?
But there's
hooks?
also a hook here, right in there, that makes them hangable on the wall. So we've got a set of 2 of those, and hold on. Got a set of 2 of these, and we'll sell them together in the same lot.
And from what I understand, this is enamel.
That's interesting. So these have age. And we're really getting into that Christmas. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to take long for us to get our tree out at some point. I mean, and then Mom found this on the shelf, and it's a dolphin or porpoise. Is it glass?
Ceramic.
It sounds like glass,
Well, maybe it is. I thought it
think
was
it's
ceramic,
glass.
but it might be.
but it's a glass dolphin figurine. So maybe it'd be like art glass. I think it's glass. You hear it? I don't know, but anyway, it's interesting anyway, because you don't find that color art glass anywhere.
It's heavy.
It's very heavy. Okay. And then again, on the end stands, I found one of my favorite things: paperweights with flowers inside.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It's gorgeous, and I'm sure these are probably made in China, but the bottoms are decent. They're not exactly. I mean, they're polished, but they're not exactly clear. They're a little cloudy. We probably won't make anything but maybe $14 to $16 a piece for these, but I don't remember how much they were, but they weren't that
I think they
expensive.
were just $1.99.
Yeah. But you know, I love my paperweights.
And we've already started drafting on these. We haven't got them listed yet, but I've been working on the drafts.
I think that's the other egg. Yeah.
There was 2 of the yellow flower.
Yeah.
Isn't that beautiful?
Oh. It's got a chip there,
Yeah, I'll put that in the description.
but it's still pretty.
You can't see it unless you just put your fingers on it.
It's a heart with a gorgeous flower inside.
Looks like what we call around here a crocus.
I love it. Love it. But really, that's not that bad.
No.
Okay.
And this next one's really interesting. I've never seen one in this shape.
It's a teapot. And it's solid. It's not like a working teapot. Sorry. But like you got the lid, you got the handle here, and the spout, and the white flower
Perfect
in the
condition.
middle. Yeah, it's great. Again, a cloudy bottom, but which suggests China. It really does, but really, really great. I love it. I love paperweights. And we're getting down to it finally. I know you guys are probably tired. And I can't pass up my figurines, especially when they're dogs. But I found these Dalmatians.
One of them sitting in a laundry basket and the other one's on a braided rug.
Mm-hmm. But they're super cute. I loved them. Oh, I love them. And I already have this one listed. And it already has watchers on eBay, so people are interested in it. Okay, and this is the last of it, actually. Let me hand you all these.
And I want to talk about these real quick with you, Jennifer.
Okay.
I need to unwrap them because
All of them?
there's only one of them that's got a certain word written on them.
What is that?
It's supposed to be grapes. Now it's not this one. They have been used
Yeah, because
a lot.
This one has a lot of. Is this a restaurant?
That's what I'm
It
wondering.
kind of looks like restaurant wear.
There it is. All right. It says Schmidt, S-O-H-N, made in West Germany. But on the bottom of this one, it says France.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means.
I'm thinking, and this is what I'm thinking, that
Oh,
the gold
what
gild
did it say?
on the top part is the logo for maybe the shop where it was sold, or the name of the restaurant where it was being sold and used.
That's interesting. But this is what it looks like. And you can't really see the writing very well. But on the bottom...
But did you see where I'm saying it says France?
Yeah, and it's not, I don't think it's showing through there, but... Where was it? Yeah. But anyway, the bottom says France. But they were interesting. We've got a green base and the clear...
So before we get those listed,
I'm going to figure that out.
I have researched. Maybe you can help me with that. Because I just...
What is 0.1 ASA?
It's liters. It's how much you can put in that.
Oh. That's interesting. Language most made in West Germany. That's interesting. In case you didn't know, we do a lot of research.
We do.
I mean, and honestly, we see new things every single time we go out somewhere. So it's not uncommon. Well, that can condense things down. But anyway, so that's exciting. I like finding things that we don't know about. That's fine, Harry.
I done stabbed her with my fingernail.
That's what happens when you have nails. But I find it exciting to find stuff that we've never heard of before and don't know where they come from, or it brings up questions like why it says made in West Germany and then France on the bottom. So we'll have to look that up and see. I figure it out, but we enjoy looking at stuff like that. But anyway, I'm kind of tired now after all of that. And this is going to be a really long video. I'm sorry, but...
Well, neither one of us are 100% up to par yet. And here I keep stabbing with my fingernail.
You're fine. It didn't stab.
And after expending a little energy, because both of our bodies are trying to heal, and it just we get tired really, really easily.
And that might have something to do with my medications, because my body's behaving differently now. Like there's certain sensations and behaviors that are different. I don't know. It's going to take some adjustments. and some time. But we're going to try to keep at it, and I'm going to try and do a sewed video pretty soon too. But just be patient with us as we kind of recover, and because we still want to be active on YouTube, absolutely. I don't know how active, and how far we're going to be going for the next couple weeks or so. Because I don't really
in our
wanna
travels.
Yeah, I don't want to go traveling like forever away to find something to film right now. I honestly don't feel like it. I've got energy, and that's an issue, but I just don't know how much energy I can expend because I'm still learning, and I'm still adjusting to my medicines and stuff. So I never know when I'm going to be like, oh, I'm done. I had just for example, yesterday we had gone to Hopkinsville. And I had eaten breakfast like super early because I have to have a new
Diet plan.
So I have to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was usually used to just pretty much eating lunch and dinner, but forgetting breakfast. But anyway, I had breakfast super early yesterday morning to go with my meds. And by the time we got up and we were ready to go to like town, like my sugar dropped, and like I knew it because like I got all weak, I got sweaty. And I was like, oh my God, I need to eat something. And not 2 bites in, when we stopped and got a snack. And 2 bites in, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm feeling much better. But that was just such a different thing for me. Like, I didn't think about having to have a snack in between things because my energy levels were plummeting. Because I'm not used to having to worry about my sugar, and having it drop. But anyway, that's why we're probably going to try and stay close by for a little while, just long enough for us to both to get over like her injuries and my issues. So if you guys just be patient with us, and we'll get right back into it. It's gonna take some time to get back into a new routine. But anyway, do you think of anything else, Mama?
Just that we hope that everybody else is doing well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that you have better luck.
And keep us in your thoughts and prayers, like because there's and we'll do the same. We pray for everybody too, but just keep us in your thoughts and prayers because there's still a long way to go. And you never go wrong when you put God in the mix. So, I guess that's it. As always, our eBay store, our Facebook and Instagram are in the description below. So send us an email, send us a message, follow us, and share our content if you feel if you're inspired to. But we love you guys, and can't wait to see you again. Well, can't wait for you to see us again, at least. But we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button or that little bell in the corner that gives you notifications of when we post our videos. Have a great day.